Hello, Mr. Collier here. Today we're going to be doing Lab 6A, Newton's first and second laws. And in Newton's second law, he focuses on the relationship between force, mass, and acceleration. And that's what we're going to be looking at in this lab. To do this, we're going to be launching a car on a flat track and varying either the amount of force acting on the car or the amount of mass that the car has. And then we're going to measure the resultant speed that comes from whatever acceleration we get. So to set up this lab, you're going to use a single photo gate at the 20 centimeter mark, which is the first bold dot. You're going to make sure your track is level, and you're going to start with a single rubber band crisscrossed and attached to the launcher end. You're going to make sure the bolt is about 2 centimeters away from the rubber band. It's not important that it's exact, but it is important that it's the same from one trial to another. You're going to have the timer in CPO timer mode, and you are going to have just a single time today, and that's time A. What we're going to be filling out in this first part is data table number 1, and you can see we're going to be manipulating the number of rubber bands and measuring the time that it takes the car to get through the photo gate. So with your single rubber band, you're going to take your car. It has 1 marble in it, and it's going to keep 1 marble for these trials. Put it with the nose end against the rubber band. Pull it back with 1 finger on the little seat back that sticks up, and kind of pluck it like a string to make it launch. And that's your first trial. For your second trial, you'll add a second rubber band on top of the first one and launch it the same way. And for your third trial, you'll add a third rubber band. And that's it for the first section. 3 different trials, 3 different rubber bands, each measuring the time A through the photo gate. For the second part of Lab 6A, you're going to be keeping the rubber bands the same, a single rubber band, and changing the mass of the car. This series of trials has 4 different trials where we're changing the mass from 0 marbles to 1 marble to 2 marbles to 3 marbles. So the first trial, you'll use 1 rubber band, no marbles, and launch it. For the second trial, you'll add 1 marble, then 2, then 3. And that's it. There is a challenge to this lab. That's a little bonus section if you have time. And that is to compare 1 rubber band with no marbles to 2 rubber bands with 2 marbles. And the idea here is that you're going to, from this to this, you're going to both double the force and double the mass and see what happens. And I think if you've been paying attention in class, you can make a prediction about what will happen.